Hello everyone, Tommy Girl here, and welcome back to my Knights of the Old Republic Let's Play. I'm excited to do this Let's Play today because I actually have not done one of these in a while. You guys, you subscribers, have not seen a break in videos, but I actually got way too far ahead and tried to play catch up with this for a while. But I really felt like I'm in the mood, and I am getting close to catching up on videos. Not quite there yet, but I'm no longer like 20 videos ahead like I was at one point. Oh no. But last we left off, we had a discussion with the council about how we removed the taint, and we got a side quest that we're going to work on, and also we are supposed to take Bastila to check out some ruins. But before we do that, let's level up our party here. We have Carth. Let's level him up. We haven't really used him too much. Oh, skills. I'll just go treat injury. But I figured Carth Bastila would be an interesting combination to see. They do have some interactions within the game. Maybe Master Power Attack? Actually, it'd be nice to have him have at least the ability to have some kind of implant. So we're gonna do that for now. And then Bastila's probably gonna have a few levels to do because she's just been hanging out with the council, you know, chilling, drinking tea, all those fun things. I'm definitely in a Star Warsy mood today because although this is going to be old news by the time this gets posted, but I just found out about Disney acquiring Lucasfilms, and at first I was quite alarmed, and then the more I thought about it, the more I felt like this was a good thing, because it'll be nice to see what another, someone else besides George Lucas can do with a main Star Wars film. And also, the best thing of all, they're going to be able to release, hopefully, I'm really hoping they will release the original theatrical movies of the original 3 trilogy on DVD, because I actually have not seen like the original films in so long. Like, I've actually seen the George Lucas, you know, improved quote-unquote version, and trust me, I put the improved in quotations. I can't remember the last time I saw, you know, Han shoot first, and the original Emperor, and oh my gosh, if they release those, I will be the happiest camper ever. So happy. Not sure if I should have gotten Stun Droid since I got Shock on her. I'm not sure if that was the greatest choice, but oh well, it's okay. Stun Droid is really useful. In the ruins we're going to go in. But before we do that, we're actually going to head toward the side quest. I don't know if we'll get everything done this episode, but we should get a reasonable amount done. Oh, and I have to equip them as well. I do have a conversation to have with Bastila. I don't have any really good weapons for Carth. It's okay. We'll go with this one. But I'm not going to do it right away just because we've been putzing a little bit. Doing a little bit of hanging out. Give some shields. See, now we can give the response pack to him. Well, that would look pretty cool to see him wear that, but it wouldn't be the most useful thing on the planet. This is fine. He's going to look ridiculous when we have conversations with him, but I don't think we have any really upcoming conversations to have. I'm just kind of equipping those gloves just because that's the only thing left. So, alright, let's give Bastila. I think we have some upgraded lightsabers here. Yes. Yes, we have these ones. So let's give her red and blue just because it's kind of cool. Eventually, I'd like to take some of those, but for now, I'm actually going to stay ranged. You might be surprised. I think I've said that before, though, but for at least a few more levels. There's nothing wrong with being ranged. We've got 2 better melee people with us. Later in the game, I figure I'm going to switch to lightsabers and put somebody else kind of in the back line. But for now, I'm actually going to stick with blasters for a while. Oh, very pretty. It feels great to be back on the plains of Dantooine here. And this is the Matale grounds. which is a good thing. Oh, hello, Billy. I missed you. I missed you. Oh, did we miss something over here? Oh, we did. Way to be... oh, that one. Okay, that one's just empty. Way to be thorough. Or not. Alright. Here we are. At the Sandral estate, I believe. Before we go in here, let's have our conversation with Bastila.
How can I help?
You look like someone... You look like someone. No. You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I still don't understand this bond of ours.
Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Okay, I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I was a smuggler before I joined the fleet.
Good. On which planet were you born?
What is your name? What is your quest? Alright. Derlia. It's a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't all this in my service records?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what did you find out?
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Okay. Now, if you answer goofy, like, there are some funny goofy choices. Like, you can say you're a Hutt and everything. I'm sure you guys could see some of those. If you do, she gets crabby and basically ends the conversation, which is why I answered truthfully, even though those answers are amusing. I guess I should have read some of those to you guys, like, out loud, just because they're great. Alright.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
Okay. Jeez, that doesn't look like he wants to speak to me. Not at all. Oh, okay, there we go.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrals as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Any information you might have would be helpful.
I have already told my story to the Council. Why did they not inform you of my circumstances? I did not expect such incompetence from the Jedi, but I shall repeat the tale once more.
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrals arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since.
Somehow I imagine the story from the Sandrals would sound just about the same, don't you?
The injustices the Sandrals have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandral droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps. Destruction of my property. Maybe a simple spy mission. I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived.
Wow.
It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matale estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandral clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
Alright, I shall go speak to Nurik, sorry. I shall go speak to Nurik, Sandral.
The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrals. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
Make it 2,000 and you have a deal.
2,000? Your greed is outstripped only by your utter lack of any sense of proportion, Jedi.
2,000. Even if you would pay such a fee, what could you possibly need so many credits for?
For that price, I could purchase enough droids to destroy the entire Sandral estate. 2,000 is out of the question. Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including razing the entire Sandral estate.
You would be willing to risk open war over this?
It is the Sandrals who have started this, not I.
And here I thought you would blame us if we failed. It seems everyone is responsible for your actions, except for you.
I don't need to stand here and listen to such impertinence.
I'm impressed, Carth. That interjection was very Jedi-like.
What can I say? You pick up a few things.
I'm afraid Alana's not just making idle threats. He is rash and foolish enough to attempt a full assault on the Sandral estate. Such action would result in an all-out war between the families.
I've seen men like Alan Matale before. He's so convinced that his hatred is justified, he's prepared to do anything. And if we don't intervene, there will be war.
Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Alright. So we got a very interesting cutscene, and sadly we could not get 2,000 credits. There's no way you can. But I enjoy that dialogue, and we are playing a bit of a greedy mofo in this playthrough here, so might as well give it a nice shot. I'm just gonna run back here just to fill in the map. For some reason that always really bugs me. So anyway, we need to head to the other estate, which, is it this way? Well, we could have gone the other way too. But, we need to head toward the grove, through the grove, and all the way to the other side of the plains, pretty much. Oh, enemy sighted. Some fighting!
Now that must have hurt.
Alright, down he goes. Oh, look at the map real fast. Yeah, we want to go south. I guess we'll take care of this while we're at it, too. Very nice stun. Yeah, I'll take care of this guy. We got this. I didn't need you. I didn't need you. I'm too badass on my own. Who's the Jedi who was trained in like 3 weeks? Who's the Jedi? It's me. Well,
now that
yeah,
there.
I still think it's a Jedi. I had one. Whatever. Oh. I am a savant. But yeah, I really like the dialogue between Carth and Bastila there, and hopefully when we're running around this plane, we'll trigger some of their other dialogue that you can get. We have some interesting dialogue, I think. You know my love of Zalbar, but a lot of these other characters do pretty nice damage too. Although, you know, I do watch other people play this game because I just like it so much, other Let's Plays and such, and I find that I'm kind of in the minority when it comes to my like of Zalbar, and there's a very good reason for that. Zalbar's inability to use armor, I think, really hurts him in the late game. Early on, he's a powerhouse, but I do think he does start to kind of become like a glass cannon, kind of. And, but yeah, like, it hurts him as you get better items that you can't equip a lot of things on him. You can't obviously equip lightsabers and things like that either, but I don't think that hurts him quite as much. But I think that's why people maybe aren't so crazy about Zalbar. But early mid-game, I really enjoy him a lot.
Now that must have hurt. Now that must have hurt.
No, guys. My team is derping around.
You shall fall.
It's derping. Alright. Okay, cool. We're in the Sandral state area, so we just need to head... Just double checking that we're not going any sort
Bastila,
of...
I was
Oh,
wondering
here we
something.
go.
How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? Well, I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
Look at us. We're looking so attractive. Alright. I'm gonna say, maybe losing lightsabers is a side effect of her battle meditation.
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Yeah, that's pretty amusing. Although I do think that it seems like the longer the Star Wars universe goes along, the more importance is placed on the lightsabers. And this is probably true because you know, special effects can do that all the time now. Like, you can throw out a lightsaber whenever. But it seems like in the older films, lightsabers were a little less used. But still important. Oh, looks like... Did I miss some stuff over here? No. I'm just gonna double check. Just to be safe. No. Okay. Oh, wait. What? This is probably empty too. Yep. That was pointless. My apologies. But, I don't know. I would like to see a Jedi that maybe used something else, or just mainly focused on the Force. I mean, like, Yoda was probably the closest to that, but even he, you know, whipped out his little tiny lightsaber in the prequel movies. But then again, Bastila, besides her battle meditation, she probably didn't have much in the way of Force powers, so it probably did hurt her that she didn't have her lightsaber. In the second game, KotOR 2, it seems like you hit the point where you barely need your lightsaber. You're just like, if you're like a Jedi counselor sword, like, you know, the Meiji, or the Sith version of that, you can just spam lightning or spam force powers and just annihilate huge groups of everything. Alright, once again, I'm going to film the map back here just because I feel like it. But, yeah, I feel like if I was a Force user, I would just be like, I'm going to shoot lightning out of my hands and do all kinds of crazy, and be like, Pia! But, then again, you didn't really see Luke do much of that, did you? Anyway, I'm rambling. Oh, I think I have to talk to this droid first. Pardon me, Carth.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council.
The Council? If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandrals are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt.
You're very opinionated for a droid. I'm not in league with the Matales, but I must speak to Nurik.
Nurik left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception.
Go into the main hall. Nearest will meet with you there.
Alrighty.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
I do. I'm here on behalf of the Jedi Council. I'm investigating the disappearance of Shen Matale.
I brought my family here to find peace and safety, not to be harassed and treated like common criminals. Your council has no authority here, and I respectfully ask you to leave this property at once.
Jedi are renowned for their fairness and pursuit of justice. There is nothing to fear from us, unless you have something to hide.
That's quite a line. You actually believe that? Don't you think someone is allowed to value privacy?
Privacy is all well and good, but justice must be valued higher. Is it not obvious to you that this man hides something?
Actually, it is. All I'm saying is that not everyone welcomes the sight of a Jedi with open arms. Better get used to it.
I trust you will show yourself out. If not, my security droids will be sure to deal with you.
Deal with you. It's very menacing.
You are here from the Council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Who are you?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassis disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Cassius disappeared?
Yes.
Or Cassis?
Cassis was my brother. He was working on archaeological digs here in Dantooine when he disappeared. My father blamed Alan Matale and his son. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
Judge him? What has your father done?
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
She's making a lot of excuses for him. Quit stalling and get to the point.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassis.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
You don't think that perhaps there's more to look at here, do you? That maybe everything isn't what it appears?
Of course not. It seems very simple to me. The Council must be allowed to decide the next step.
No. Since Cassis went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassis. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Alright, well, why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
What is the problem between your families?
Alan Matale and my father have had problems ever since they settled on this world. To hear my father tell it, Alan is a brute and a bully, but a rich one. He feels his credits give him the right to step all over normal people. My father stands up to Alan because no one else will. But now he thinks Alan has taken my brother Cassis and has imprisoned Shen as revenge. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Alright, well, we did find out, and we could go to the council and ask them, but what fun is that? None at all. None at all, I say. Alright, so there's another door. It's on one of these sides. Yes, over here. Yes. And it looks like we're about to that time where we should end this video. So in the next video we will complete this side quest and maybe even head to our next destination. We'll see how far we get. So I will see you guys in the next video.